Some argue that insanity is a blessing in disguise, a gift from the darkest corner of your mind to give you things you so desperately need. I definitely agree. Insanity makes characters far more interesting, and in spite of that, it just makes them downright lovable at the same time. I've decided to lift my play before put rule for this list only. Why? Heck if I know. These guys are freaking hilarious. Their actions make no sense whatsoever, and they have the weirdest minigames. But yeah, these guys are pretty demented, but we love them for that.
Let's go!
Aaron Ryan is a sadomasochist, meaning he loves to inflict pain on others, and he loves being hurt by others. So why is he so low? Well, his sadomasochism is very subtle, and I wish he had a goofier appearance. But still, he's pretty crazy. His movements are unlike any boxer ever. In fact, some of them are illegal.
Home run!
Bad Girl is just demented. Her day job is to smack Gims around with a baseball bat mafia style. She lives off a diet consisting of only beer. She even acknowledges her own insanity. But she loses points for having no backstory. And as the Autarch of Flame said, it would have been nice to see how she got so demented. Now this is more of what Bad Girl should have been like. All Tiro wants to do is tear people to shreds. She's admittedly hot, but that just adds to the insanity. Her fighting style is called the Dance of Death, whose erratic and loopy movements are designed to mesmerize opponents before killing them. Exposure to Soul Edge, whom she idolizes, has also caused her to have split personalities. And the Kiss of Death. Next. This is one seriously whacked Kangaroo. That crazy laugh serves as his speech pattern, his outfit is a freaking straitjacket, and later he develops a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde complex induced by Crash's mere presence. But I still put him lower on the list because his craziness, it's a little bland. But still, whoever let this guy out of the loony bin needs to get their license revoked. Fawful is crazy, but the awesome kind of crazy. Besides his voice and antics, this guy has incredible dialogue. I have fury? That deserves to be on a t-shirt. Also, his goofy outfits add to his craziness, but strangely enough, they also add to his awesomeness too. Take lessons on Ryan.
What is it you fear?
GLaDOS wasn't the first psychotic computer that tried to kill you. Showdown was before that. She is incredibly evil, manipulates you through most of the game, has a god complex, and you have to work with her to survive. She also manages to pop in at the points when you feel most alone, making her annoyingly scary. Insane, bloodthirsty, megalomaniacal, Showdown is your closest ally and your worst enemy.
So many body parts! I'm in heaven!
Dr. Richtofen's crazy experiments are the whole reason for the existence of the Nazi zombies. That not good enough for you? Let's read a few excerpts from his bio. Meet Dr. Richtofen, known affectionately as the Butcher to his victims as they scream in agony moments before he snuffs out their life. Before the war, he was a back alley plastic surgeon who created an army of monstrous, affluent Weimar socialites that would follow him around and laugh at every joke the genius doctor made. He joined the army so he could satisfy his need to watch people die, slowly. An incurable sociopath, he sees no moral distinction between natural death and murder. He has a collection of stuffed animals, most of them posed in positions of terror at the instant of their death. Yikes. Oh yeah, you knew he was going to be on here. If you don't know by now, Psycho Mantis is, well, psycho. Mantis attacks you from all angles. He attacks you in the game, messes with your head, calls you gay, breaks the fourth wall, constantly forces you to change your strategy while fighting him, and his personality is pretty deep. This guy is able to be reasoned with, sure, but you also get the feeling that he's lost his way, like someone who fell from grace. And he actually has put a lot of thought into himself. His music kind of gives that vibe as well. The Shivering Isles are a world of insane. They are filled with crazy people. From people who are constantly afraid something will fall on them to...
I like dogs. Dogs are pretty.
Yeah. You name any disorder, and it's here. Guaranteed. But as psycho as the entire place is, none of them are crazier than Shiogorath, the god of chaos.
I'm so happy I could just tear out your intestines and strangle you with them.
He is literally the king of Crazy Town. He really enjoys messing with people like a prankster. And depending on the mission, he always references a particular subject that's on his mind at the time. From playing with your intestines to celebrating with cheese.
Cheese for everyone!
Sweet. If you weren't scared of clowns before this guy, you will be. He's a chainsaw-juggling, psychopathic clown. This guy's voice and speech pattern just screams insane. But the real reason he gets points in the crazy department is his death. That's freaky.
Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death.
I know what you're thinking. Why is GLaDOS higher than Showdown? Well, GLaDOS is basically Showdown, but GLaDOS is much more entertaining, and she's much crazier.
Do you want to marry it? Well, I won't let you. How does that feel?
If GLaDOS didn't have a voice, Portal would be far less entertaining.
I think we can put our differences behind us. For science. You monster.
The very world of Bioshock is insanity. Heck, you can even argue that Jack is insane. But the downright loopiest guy is Sander Cohen. To me, he represents the dark side of art. Death. Music? Death. Sculpting? Death. Poetry? Well, death, but it's implied. As you do errands for him, you really see how immersed he is in his own insanity. And he gets points for making a poem about a bunny. Scary. What a wacko. A very artistic and talented wacko. Warning, the following scenes are not for the faint of heart. Turn away if you're too slow! Wow. Albino is a little on the insane side. Even the URL address where I found this clip realizes that he's wacko. Seriously, Albino is a masochist in every sense of the word. Because he can regenerate, he cuts off his own limbs for fun. He even cuts off his own head, then proceeds to ramble on about wheat.
Wheat.
What? You think I was kidding? This guy is also frighteningly poetic.
Ah, ma belle pêche. There's no need to tremble like that. Else, you'll make me feel like a pêche myself.
He then proceeds to stick his arm. Whoa!
Look, there's this guy. He's touching this girl inappropriately. Hurry!
Albino was frighteningly insane. Sander Cohen was artistically insane. GLaDOS was illogically insane. Adam was disturbingly insane. Shiogorath was delightfully insane. Mantis was intelligently insane. The character that encompasses all of these traits, Like I even need to say his name. Kefka Palazzo. Okay, now before you say that this is a biased list, that I'm a fanboy that has a fetish for clowns, please hear me out. I was actually considering putting Vanille from Final Fantasy XIII up here instead of Kefka. Now back to Kefka. Kefka's outfit is so mismatched that it hurts my eyes. He has a disturbingly wide grin, and he encompasses every single dimension of insanity.
Life. Dreams. Hope. Where do they come from? And where do they go?
You want to hear? Do you? In that case, I'm not telling!
Stop fooling around!
Sorry, man. I'm afraid the mouse is smack dab in the middle of enemy territory. Why create when it will only be destroyed? Why cling to life, knowing that you have to die?
All of these aspects combined make Kefka a very three-dimensional character, and not just a crazy clown or a Joker ripoff. Insanity is deeper than just being stupid or goofy. I'm the Fiery Joker, and just because I think Kefka's a good villain, it doesn't mean that I—
Cut!
Do you want to know why I use a knife? Guns are too quick. You can't savor all the little emotions. You see, in their last moments, people show you who they really are. So, in a way, I knew your friends better than you ever did. Would you like to know which of them were cowards?